it's time to get parasocial. We're about to analyze the relationship of this power couple, just the height of Valorant, right? If you don't know Tenz, bro is him. Fun fact, just to steal a little bit of his clout and add it to myself for no reason. He and I grew up in the same city in Vancouver Island. Can you believe that? We didn't go to the same high school, and we never interacted. But he and I are from the same town. When he was popping off in Valorant, and a lot of people, and I was like linking clips and thing, and all the other guys like, did you know that bro's from Vancouver Island like us? And we're like, what the fuck? Like, same fucking city. Small world. Anyways, streamers Kydae and Tenz have confirmed that they have ended their relationship after 6 years together. And you'd think, who gives a fuck? Why does it matter? Well, there's a bit of context, and I think the context also has to do with the fact that it's been so long. They were in the mainstream eyes of a lot of, young impressionable people of that generation. And on top of that, Kydae had cancer, and I think that is significant. Play the soundtrack, loop it, let's read it. Official statement. Hey everybody. Dyson and I feel ready to share some personal news. We've actually been broken up for quite some time now. Toward the end of our relationship, we came to a realization that wasn't easy to accept. We had stopped growing as individuals. For most of our relationship, we did everything together. Work together. Hobbies and interests together. Pretty much everything together. We've even joked in the past that although we were together for 6 years, it felt like at least 30. Damn, they're pushing 30. We moved in together just weeks after meeting. And from the ages of 17 to 24, that was all we knew. Over time, it became clear that we needed space to grow into our own people separately. We know the internet often looks for the tea, but the truth is simple. We grew apart. There was no wrongdoing, no resentment. No single event that caused this. We still care deeply about each other and genuinely want them. I can't finish this. And genuinely want the best for one another. We're also incredibly grateful for the time and life we shared together. Thank you for respecting our privacy. Now, do you think there's gonna be any sense of respect on social media? You think people are gonna cherish and protect their privacy and respect their love? No, bro, it's gonna get fucking nasty. This was us cooking it up at the park today, Lamau. And I can already predict the comments because of the use of M dashes in the tweet. Don't piss me off, we didn't use AI. Oh my god. And again, let me give you some extra context. She had cancer a couple years ago. It was really fucking bad. Tenz at that time, I think, took some time off from his esports career stuff. Now, I don't know exactly the timeline of when he was popping off. Was he washed? Was he about to retire? Is he already stepping back? I don't know. But a lot of people are making the argumentation that he's basically the Faker of Valorant. Maybe that's crazy because I think Faker's generational run over so long and the dominance is definitely more like that. But his peaks were kind of like that. People are talking like that. And then the cancer shit happened and Tenz took a step back and he was there for her. And she got better. And it should be really happy. But I think that's what's really pissing off a lot of people, especially the insults in the comment section. Let's read some of the comments and then I'll kind of give you my overall take about this online relationship blowing up and a lot of people, why they're saying shit like this, right? Sort by likes. Oh boy, here we go. I want to find the most misogynistic comments. I don't believe in love anymore. Hammer, alcohol, and a pistol. This is a loser mindset. This is like doomer incel baiting. A lot of lonely, desperate men that has never been touched by a woman feel like they've also been betrayed off this parasocial relationship and say, I'll never trust a woman again. Bitch, you don't got no game to even get a girl in the first place. Shut the fuck up and better yourself. So he stuck by you during tough times, but when it got better, you broke up with them. That's crazy. A lot of people are going to be harping off of this talking point. Let's save that. Let's go something else. Welcome to the gym, Tenz. Monday, chest, triceps, shoulders. Tuesday, back and biceps. Wednesday, rest. Thursday, chest, tricep, shoulders. Friday, leg days. Saturday, Sundays, rest. Such an unoptimal fucking schedule. Now, I will acknowledge that you have 2 rest days in this cycle. That's pretty good. But what you're missing out is double. Basically, you only got 1 leg day, right? You want to hit a muscle group. You got to hit that shit 2 to 3 frequency per like week. You're focusing on chest, tris, and shoulders. But the backs and buys and the legs are literally suffering. Because a lot of people, they see like, oh, what's in the front? I want some big chest. But even then, what about the biceps? So the back, buys, and legs are literally getting half the fucking like frequency they should be getting. Very unoptimal bro fucking session. Love. No shit, Sherlock. That's the point of being a couple and living together. Of course you do everything together. Of course, every couple divorce when people are selfish and rather evolved as a person than together with their partner by finding solutions. A lot of people, I think, are going to be blaming Kydae for this, right? Because why? Well, she's the one who came out with the statement. And also, she's a woman. The upper-lower split. Yes, I'm a very enjoyer of upper-lower. Full body every other day is a bit too much with the fatigue management. I think the intramuscular, fatigue happening, it's just really hard to do full body other day. If you can do that shit, right, go ahead. I think that's the most optimal. But practicality-wise, I'm an upper-lower enjoyer. Yeah, this is 100% her decision. It's okay, Tenz deserves better anyways. Kydae wants a hoe phase. You think Tenz, who stayed with her and took care of her during her sickness, would leave her? She wanted to find her true self and grow as a person. We all know what that means. I think that the worst way to assume the situation is that she only wanted him for the fame and the clout. He's no longer quote unquote relevant like those prime days. She's bored and now she's leaving for more new opportunities, right? I think that's a lot of people wanting to think in this way because they hate her and they just hate women. It could be true. You never know. I give the benefit of the doubt that it was more than that, but this is definitely the main argument happening. Stuff like this, right? Of course, nothing matters when a girl wants a hoe phase, lol. Oh, sorry, I meant finding herself phase. So whenever like they talk about self-discovery, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of fucking stupid that they moved in after just weeks after meeting from the ages of 17 to 24. Now, I'm sure there was a lot of, engagement happening behind the scenes, whether it be on Discord or gaming together, right? So I'm sure they've known each other, like a long distance relationship, an e-relationship, right? They're like e-boyfriend, e-girlfriend. But you're 17 fucking years old. And you move in together just weeks after meeting, your brain hasn't even fucking fully developed yet. You don't even know what you want in life. And then for 7 years, they thug it out together, going over all this hard shit. Honestly, I think it's very weird that they wouldn't change into different people. Like, these are e-celebrities, young impressionable people that has fame and clout and all the influence injected into them when their brains hasn't even fully developed yet. They have no sense of identity. They're praised and idolized. And then as soon as this shit blows up in their face, yeah, of course it makes sense. Like, this entire fucking premise of the relationship is fucking retarded. It's almost as ridiculous as like high school sweethearts. Like, you don't fucking know anything beyond your local town. You get together because of fucking, I don't know, an accidental fucking knock-up happening. You met each other at 15. Some of my old fucking high school colleagues, they've been in the relationship for like 15 fucking years. I think they fucking hate the relationship. Anyways, it's like too fucking far in. They can't leave. But this, I think, is very normal. Right? Let's see some of the other comments. It was a mutual breakup. I mean, until Tenz comes out and says something like, oh my God, like she did this. Like she just left me for dry. It seems like it, right? No one owes anything to anyone for staying with them through tough times. Like, what type of argument in this? So parasocial, respectfully, you don't know them. This is a very good comment. Now, this comment is gonna be argued against because a lot of people definitely are going on the emotional appeal for Tenz, saying, how could this girl, betray him? He was there for you when you were at your worst. You had cancer and he took a step back from his career to take care of you. And now you want to do your little self journey when he was there for you. I think this, again, is very subjective and a lot of people have different opinions about it. But here's my take. No matter what you did in the past, I don't think this should somehow give you like permanent loyalty card forever. As in, just because he took care of her and was with her during the whole cancer treatment, that doesn't buy love. Now, that experience of struggling together and overcoming that should strengthen the bond. That is what I believe in. I think that a true couple meant to be together, like actual like soulmates or something, right? It's not about just being happy all the time. Relationships, I think, are definitely tested
during not the happy moments, right? Because whenever everything's fine, money's coming in, there's financial stability, everything's fine, you know, it's easy to just be all smiles. But when things are hitting the fan, when things are getting fucking nasty, that I think shows the true testaments of if that relationship was even meant to be. And if they can get over that hurdle together and work together, that should strengthen and make the relationship even more like bonded. But in this case, it wasn't. Why was that? Because I think the love was kind of gone. I think this was puppy love. I'm going to be very parasocial here. Again, I told you from the beginning that this is an extremely parasocial analysis. These are stupid kids, high off of fame and clout and momentum, that got in together with a lot of people shipping them. They were like an online e-celebrity, but their brains hasn't even fucking developed. They rushed into something and they try to make the most of it. But the love, I don't think was really supposed to be like that. And inevitably, the love was already gone. Maybe it was already gone during the cancer treatment, but he still chose to be there for her, just professionalism. And she's not just gonna dump him. So they got through it together. And they realized, you know what? I think there's more to life for us to figure out. We're only 24. We're not even pushing 30. What the fuck do we know about life? Let's go on our separate ways and find new people and new experiences. And if it's meant to be, maybe they go back to in the future. You never know, right? But that's my overall take, that just because he was there for the cancer treatment doesn't, again, buy the loyalty. This should be authentic and genuine, and love is something you can't buy. And if that experience alone wasn't enough for them to strengthen the bond, then it's pretty obvious that like the relationship was fucking cooked, bro. It's like puppy love, you know? It's like in the beginning, it's like the honeymoon phase. I think the relationships are all like this, actually. In the beginning, you're high off of the dopamine rush and everyone wants to present the best form of themselves, right? The first date, right? You don't just go there and start fucking farting and burping and just making crude jokes, right? You're going to be on your best impression. You want to show the best parts of yourself. You're attracted to them, hormones are running course, and that's the honeymoon phase. After the honeymoon phase, you start to kind of, the mask falls apart, right? And I think this part is also when a lot of the relationships kind of break apart. In the beginning, when it's just all hormones and you're horny and it's just attraction, you're fucking like bunnies, yeah. What about 3 months in? You start to interact with them more and see different sides of them, right? Not the best parts that they're portraying, but the worst parts too. And that's part of being a human. And at that point, if you can compromise and see that and accept the flaws and actually acknowledge them, and it becomes something rather than a flaw, but something more of like a unique quirk that you accept, I think that's when the relationship truly like takes off into a long form relationship, right? You're telling me you can be a high school sweetheart, be there during cancer treatment, practically grow up together, and still not be the end game. Yeah, because you have again made up this delusional parasocial relationship thinking their relationship online is like reality, like the real world. But it's not. It's fucking reality TV. You know nothing about them behind the scenes. They're posting couple pictures. They're being so fucking, oh my God, we are that couple. Doesn't mean fucking shit. In fact, I'd argue people that need to portray how much they're in love to the public and social media, usually things aren't going that well. Have you guys seen this shit too? And this isn't even just about love. Let's talk about like financial success or whatever. People who are constantly posting on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, about look how much money I made, look at this new car, I'm on a vacation, I'm living my best life, oh, I'm going shopping, look how happy I am. Are you really happy? Feels like you're trying to fucking convince others that you are really happy, because again, everyone wants to portray the best sides of them in this fantasy world, and weird parasocial people then watch that and be like, oh my God, that must be the reality. No, you were delusional if you think this is fucking real and genuine. Bro sacrificed his pro career, gave her clout and fame, took care of her through cancer battle, and she still leaves him. Again, I don't know about the whole sacrificing part. I know that he took a step down. Was that already when he was popping off, or was this when he was already kind of stepping back from Valorant and decided to go in the relationship? I have no fucking clue. You guys acting like Kydae didn't sacrifice a lot of herself as well. Is this how your mama's raised you? I would argue in terms of actual like value being sacrificed, it's on Tenz, not Kydae, right? And it's just objective facts. Who knows Kydae more than Tenz? I don't think so. Tenz was actually that professional, like again, faker equivalent of Valorant during his time period. Kydae was the girlfriend who was also like a content creator and was on like different streaming organizations, and she was popular. But to say that like she sacrificed the same or even more value compared to Tenz, I think you're being ridiculous. I think if anyone, he's the one that definitely took more bullets for the relationship. I feel bad for you men still taking a relationship seriously in 2026 with the modern women, especially being Americans. Now, this is the perfect type of the brain rot, right? So these are, again, incels who's been blackpilled off of like delusions. Either they've been cheated on before because of one relationship. Basically, one bad instance now generalizes an entire gender of people saying, nah, stupid fucking women. That's what they do. Also, there ain't shit out there, just a bunch of hookup culture and nonsense. She's going to regret breaking up with that good man, but hey, life goes on. He'd be all right. No, again, this is your like delusions. It's also funny how these type of people are also the type that would buy like Andrew Tate's course about how to be like a hustler and how to be in a relationship, when his entire fucking methodology is just chasing after fucking Instagram hoes, bro. Like, you view women as objects. You try to like attract them using a fucking Bugatti and other fucking financial fucking superficial bullshit. They don't see you for who you are. They just see you as a fucking money. No wonder those fucking harpies are gonna take you for all you got, because you are opening yourself to be a fucking proponent to, like, basically vulnerable to a gold digger. Are you fucking surprised that you try to find those type of women and it fucking blew up in your face? Turns out there's a lot of genuine people out there, men and women, who don't fucking buy into the crowd, that are happily in relationships. You just don't hear about them because they're too busy living their fucking life. How can you know she's the one who leaves him? Maybe Tenz wanted to break up with her. That's also true too. You never know. This could have been Tenz, you know, basically. Here's the other thing, right? What's the other assumption you could make for Tenz? That Tenz decided out of what they had to stay around for the cancer. Of course, imagine if Tenz left during the cancer. Are you fucking insane? Now, I still think the backlash that Kydae is getting right now would be more significant than if Tenz left during the cancer treatment. Straight up. Now, this is a hypothetical. We'll never know because that can't be tested. But just based on how these type of people are posting, I think so. Now, if he left during that time, it'd be fucking such a bad PR move, right? Not only that, just terrible human being shit. He stood around. Love was probably dead. After everything cancer got cleared up, maybe he wanted to leave. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not gonna say, okay, this is a terrible example, but this is my white collar corporate fucking brain, you know, take. It's like an employee that wants to fucking leave the company, but the company actually did them pretty well. In fact, like, this is their first company, and the boss took a risk to hire that kid in, and he did really fucking well. In fact, he outgrew the company, and now he's got different offers. He wants to leave, but the company is like, oh man, there's this one thing we need to take care of, and that could be the cancel for Kydae situation. And he stood around out of the loyalty for what we had in the past, and that's over. Now he leaves. It could be that too. You never know. But a lot of people, because Kydae is the one that said it, obviously, they want to shit on her instead of him. Yep, and people wonder why more and more guys are taking the black pill. Tenz is rich and famous, and even his 7-year relationship wants to give out hope phase. So what hope is there for the rest of us? Ah, man, if I truly could just be the biggest grifter and farm these fucking lonely ass loser men, man. No fucking role models to look up to. Just a bunch of pathetic, brain-rotten retards. No bitches, bro. Just a bunch of loser virgin men that hate women and the world because they got no game. Here's the take. I'll give you hope. If you actually subscribe to this ideology, I'll give you this hope right here. I think this should be proof that no amount of money or fame matters. If a person like this can be cheated on, and you look at the billionaire class too, right? If all those people with all that power, influence, and money can be cheated on, maybe those things don't fucking matter into a real relationship. Maybe none of it does. And in fact, the answer is in front of you, but you don't want to acknowledge it because you're so fucking radicalized by social media. You're told that you have to dress this way, hit the gym, be this fit, right? Guess what? Going to the gym that hard, girls aren't even going to look at you that much. All the other guys will, though. They'll be like, God damn, bro. And if you're gay, that's the best thing that could happen to you, I guess, right? But so many people are so delusional thinking, I just got to hit the gym, bro. I got to lock in. That ain't going to get you no bitches. It's all from within. If you're not a confident person and you don't live a fulfilling life, why the fuck would other people be attracted to you? And here's the advice I give you. Stop chasing hoes. Stop chasing men. Stop chasing women. Chase your dreams instead. By locking in and actually chasing something that you want to do with your fucking life, Other people see that and they're attracted to that. They like the momentum and the emotion. They want to be around you. Now, this doesn't mean you're chasing your dreams of like, I want to make this much money in order to show that bitch that cheated on me. No, 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 no. The moment that you approach this with trying to prove that girl or guy that cheated on you, no, it's all so wrong. It has to be within. But a lot of people can't ever understand that. They're so fucking coupled to this idea that like, I need to impress other people out there. They don't give a fuck about you, dude. You got this shit also backwards. That's why you're here fucking crying about a dude that's so rich and famous. Oh my God, it's over for us. No, 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 no. All from within. You do this shit for yourself. And once you're fulfilled and you're happy and you can be alone, other people, then you reach out. You want to make genuine connections. So many fucking delusional, stupid children and incels in here just shitting on Tenz and Kydae and all that shit. Again, final take. I think this is puppy love. I don't think they truly were in love. I think they were in a very unique situation where all the momentum and opportunity through Valorant and the shippers were there and they capitalized off of that. And they probably had a great time. But when you're 17 and you move in after meeting for the first couple of weeks and 7 years, I'm impressed it lasted fucking 7 years. Feels like to me, it was a professional business and the love was dead long before this shit even happened. I think Tenz stuck around for the cancer ship because of course he would, out of the sheer respect for the time spent with Kydae. And I don't think Kydae is out here on her hoe phase. And you know what? If she wants to go on her hoe phase, go for it. But basically what I'm trying to say is I don't think she's leaving him or he's leaving her because they want to just genuinely fuck other people. I think that like the love is dead and they want to find new opportunities, right? So she's gonna get shit on no matter what. Watch her like soft launch like a new boyfriend or something in like a couple of years or like half a year or something. A lot of people will say, see, I told you she's a fucking vixen. She's a succubus, bro. Good luck to the other guy. No, 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 no. This is how grown adults fucking behave. You amicably move from the relationship, no harsh feelings, and I wish the best of you, and you move on. But schizos on Twitter, they ain't gonna behave like that. It's gonna be fucking nasty all the way here, man.